morning, everyone. If you can hear me, put your hand on your head. Oh, wow, I see lots of people with their hand on their head. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today was a walk to school Wednesday, and I'm just curious if anyone in here got to school by walking today. Could you please stand up if you walked to school today? Wow. Wow, that's a lot of kiddos walking to school. A lot of kids getting exercise and saving gas and helping our climate. Great, you can have a seat. Very exciting. And if that's something that you want to do, if you don't live in walking distance from school, I think we know that we have Miss Casano usually meeting kids at the rec center, and you're down by the Price Chopper at the fairgrounds. All right, great. So do you know that October is called Safe Schools Month? I wonder, how do you think we are safe in school? Raise your hand and I'll call on you. Do you have an idea of how we're safe in school?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see if we get somebody here. I'm going to come up this way because I want to hear some ideas about being safe at school.
We have cameras for like thieves or killers.
Oh. Okay, so what he was saying is that we have cameras at school, and what cameras can do is help us kind of be able to know that we know what's going on, and that there can be supervision even when you don't see someone around. How about you? Do you have an idea, Tori?
No running in the hall.
No running in the hall. What does that keep us safe from?
Getting hot, tripping.
That's right. Okay, let's have another one. Gracie?
Keep our shoes tied at all times.
Keep our shoes tied. Great idea. Zachary?
It's because we only talk about it. It's because we talk about it.
Because we talk about being safe. And you can put your hands down. We talk about being safe, and that shows us how much we value it. Because we know that kids learn best when they feel like they're in a happy, safe environment. So one of the other things we do, who's here has visited the fire station? Yep, we talk about fire safety and all kinds of different ways to be safe. There's also a way to be safe that I really like to talk about, and that's being safe emotionally and with your friends. Does anybody ever think about being safe emotionally? Yeah, sometimes. Okay, because we know that we can get hurt by running in the hallway with our shoes untied and tripping. We know that hurts. But does anyone think that it can sometimes hurt if we do things to each other that aren't nice? We can hurt people's feelings. So today, I have some very special guests that have agreed to come from our middle school, and I don't know if you recognize some of them. We have Emma, Olivia, and Alexis, who volunteered to come talk to us about bullying in school. And it's something that they've had some experience with, and as they've gotten older and gotten into 7th grade, they've learned what's really important to them and how to really work to keep school feeling emotionally safe. So we're going to start out with a little video, and then we have these girls will be able to help us. Do we want the lights down? Does anyone know how to do that? Thank you.
When I see bullying, I feel scared, sad. I feel mad.
Mad.
I feel mad. When I see bullying, I feel helpless. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I better stay out of there.
I don't know what to do.
I want to help, but I'm scared.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
I wish I knew what to do.
I want to help, but I just don't know what to do. We all feel that way sometimes.
It makes me feel like I did something wrong.
Bullying hurts everyone.
Bullying hurts everyone.
It's not fair.
and I don't get involved because
I'm afraid the bully might pick on me.
We all feel that way sometimes.
But we're not alone.
We're not alone.
Together, we can change what's happening. We can change what's happening.
We can change what's happening.
Speak up,
Reach out.
be a friend.
Be a kid against bullying.
bullying. A lot of kids describe bullying as when someone tries to make you feel bad about yourself. Does anybody know what bullying can look like?
Being mean.
Being mean?
Rolling the ball. Rolling the ball.
Rolling the ball? Rolling the ball?
Hitting someone in the face.
Oh.
Hurting the building.
Is this work?
There are many different types of bullying. One way is physical bullying, which is like punching and poking. Another way is verbal bullying, which is like yelling and teasing someone and calling them names. Relational bullying is excluding or spreading rumors. And cyberbullying is sending hurtful messages or images by the internet or a cell phone. How can we tell if it's bullying? It's bullying if one person is hurting or harming someone else. It's bullying if it's being done on purpose. The person being hurt has a hard time making it stop, or the kids doing it have more power. More power can mean the person bullying is older, bigger, stronger, more popular, or there's a group of kids who gang up on someone. Okay, we gotta take action.
Hello, is this one working?
Hold on, I got this one. You can invite others to play with you.
Can you hear this one's good. Okay. So to take action to prevent bullying, there are lots of things that we can do. And one of the best things that we can do is to be a school where everyone feels included. One way we can do that is to get to know people that we might not otherwise know. These girls are going to give you an example of how you might approach someone that you don't know and maybe try to make friends with them, or just try to talk to them for a little bit. It's a good way to start. So here we have a student who is all alone on the playground. Which one of you? Maybe we can pretend she's sitting on the buddy bench and she doesn't know anyone. So let's see what our friends can do to help this be a little bit better and feel like a school where people are included.
Do you want to play with me?
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't really have anyone to play with.
Come on, you can be my friend.
That was great. Thank you, girls. That's a great way for kids to feel like they're all part of the same school and accept it. And believe it or not, that's one of the first things that we can do to prevent bullying. We also want to change our attitudes and beliefs about bullying and how people should be treated. One of the things that these girls brought up is sometimes when boys and girls are playing together and being friends, they get teased that someone might say, oh, so-and-so has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and I don't know if but that's something these girls wanted to mention.
Okay, so how many of you have a friend that is the opposite gender, like a girl and a boy? How many people have gotten told that that's wrong? Well, it's not wrong. Boys and girls can be friends, and it's good. We wish to see more people having friends at the opposite gender.
We're all different in our own ways. Have you ever seen somebody that looks exactly like you? No. That's because we're all different from each other, depending on our personalities and color and such. Everyone has a right to be safe. Bullying can happen to anyone. Bullying is about someone's behavior toward another person. That behavior could be directed at a shy, quiet, or new student, or the class tough guy. Girls bully, boys bully, preschool kids bully, high school kids bully. There is no one kind of person that bullies. The one sure thing is that no one ever deserves to be bullied.
What can I do if I'm being bullied? Well, you could tell somebody. You could know that you did not deserve this. You can take somebody you trust and plan out how you can respond to the situation. With the help of an adult, decide how other students might help, and know your rights. Most states have laws against bullying.
Okay. Well, you're going to have 3 different poses. We're going to show 3 different ways that sometimes people respond to conflict or to someone being mean to them. And we have one way in the middle that will be the very closest to best way. We're going to have someone who is submissive, who doesn't know how to stand up for themselves and is feeling very shy. We'll have someone who's very assertive and make some good choices about how to say no to someone who's bullying them. And then we'll have on this side someone who's just a little bit too aggressive in responding to bullying, because that can lead to problems too. So we have the aggressive, assertive, and submissive. So let's see how someone who is very submissive might act if I said something to her. You're very shy. Hey, I see you sitting on this bench every day, and I actually don't think you have a right to be here. I'd like to just see you get lost, and I'm going to sit here every day. Well, that makes me feel pretty good, and I got rid of her. But that wasn't very nice of me, was it? No, and it didn't work for her either. Let's see if I can try this girl over here, my friend Olivia. Hey, I see you sitting on this bench here every day, and I want to just tell you to get lost, because that's my seat. Teacher! Now she's in trouble too, right? That didn't help, did it? Wasn't very good. Now we're going to have Emma, who's not too hot, not too cold, or not too cold and not too hot. She's going to be just right in how she responds to me, and I'll tell you 3 things to look for. She's going to use good posture, which is the way her body looks. She's not going to look submissive, and she's not going to look like Olivia looked, like she was about to slug me. She's just going to, she's going to look assertive. She's going to look me right in the eyes, and she is going to have a clear message for me. She won't be laughing. She'll say, "Please stop." Does that make sense? We ready to try this? Okay. See if you can notice these things. Emma's very good at this. Okay, here we go. Hey, I see you sitting on this bench every day, and I just want you to know this is my bench, and I want you to get lost, because this is my seat.
Please stop bullying everybody. And if you wanted to, you could sit here with me.
Well, I guess that would be okay. Wow, Emma did a really good job with that. I didn't feel like fighting with her. I didn't feel like I got my way with her and I want to boss her around more. That was a really good response. Okay, slide. Okay, here's some of our plan for how to respond to bullying, and I'll let the girls do this.
Make a plan. Self-talk. You're not responsible for a bully's behavior. It's not your fault. Don't respond to bullies by giving in, getting upset, or fighting back. This will encourage them. Instead, stay calm and be assertive.
Sometimes the best response is no response. Just walk away and get help from a trusted adult.
What can I do if I sometimes bully others? If you sometimes bully others, here are some things you can do. Understand that your actions are hurting someone. Know that it's never okay to hurt someone. Realize that everyone deserves respect, that differences are a part of our world. Talk with someone, your parents, a teacher, or a trusted adult, and ask for help.
What else can I think about if I sometimes bully? Bullying hurts your victim and you. Bullying sets a bad example for other children. Bullying may cause you to lose friends, and there are other ways to solve conflicts. Bullying is about behavior, and behavior can change. And to add to it all, the role that any student plays in a bullying situation can change. Somebody who was bullied one day might make fun of a younger kid the next day. The kid who laughed with other kids at a fight yesterday might ask the new kid with no friends to sit with him at lunch today. That's why it's important to not label another kid as a bully. When someone is labeled with a name, everyone starts to think of them in that way.
Tattletale, another unhelpful label. A lot of kids say that they don't want to tell an adult about bullying because they don't want to be called a tattletale. But here's a big difference between telling and tattling. It's okay to tell an adult when you see bullying. In fact, it's a really smart thing to do. Telling, done to protect yourself or another student from getting hurt. Tattling, doing something to get someone in trouble.
What can I do if I see bullying? Bystanders are the group who see the bullying. This group is really important. They may not be getting bullied, they may not be bullying, but their reaction can make a big difference. Think about it. Have you ever seen a group watching a fight? There are some who look, then walk away. There are others who watch and say nothing, and then there are those who cheer it on. How they respond can really change the situation.
If you see someone being bullied, speak up. When students are willing to say that they think something is wrong, they can make a difference. Let others know that you don't accept bullying at your school, and others will be more willing to speak up too. If you see bullying, you can tell a grown-up. Telling is not tattling. It's okay to tell. Reach out. Tell the kid who's being bullied that he or she doesn't deserve to be treated that way. Nobody does. Ask friends to join you in being a kid against bullying. Does anyone know what it means to be around when somebody's bullying another person?
It feels like wait, what? What? It makes you feel very upset because it might be one of your friends.
Do you know what it's called? Like, there's a name for it. Hold on.
A bystander.
A bystander. That's when you're around when somebody else is getting bullied, and either you do something or you don't do something. It's called the bystander. And it's okay to be a bystander, but make sure that when you're being a bystander, you tell someone.
Girls, you did such a great job, and I'm glad you're clapping for them because I think they did really well. I loved their role plays. And now, just to wrap it up, we want to make sure these are the important points that we take away with us. Bullying is not acceptable, and it will not be tolerated. It is not acceptable. If a bully bothers you, it's okay to stand up for yourself. Walk away or ask a friend or an adult for help. Responding to bullying by fighting back doesn't usually work. Remember what happened when she responded to me with violence? It didn't work very well, and we kind of ended it there, but she could have gotten in a lot of trouble, and she wouldn't have really deserved that because I was being mean to her. And it fails to solve the problem, too. So it's important to report bullying when you see it and when you hear about it. Telling is not tattling, and bullying does not have to happen. We can eliminate it if we work to have a school where everyone is kind to one another and feels included and accepted, and we try to do these things as bystanders and classmates. We can do it. So we want to speak up. Reach out, be a friend, be a kid against bullying. All right.
We have a quick announcement.
Because it's October,
It's a very special month,
Breast Cancer Awareness Month,
so we would like all of you,
to wear pink this Friday.
everybody wear pink, to support breast cancer.
Boys and girls, thank you very much. That was a long presentation, and you did a good job. Are there any other adults that need to make an announcement before we dismiss? Any more adult announcements? Okay, so we can start dismissing with our kindergarten here. We'll start with the younger grades.
I got this feeling inside my bones.